Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today marks the start of something new and something I hope is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be starting a team in F1 2020. Formula 1 holds a special place for me as I grew up watching Michael Schumacher dominating every second Sunday with my dad. So basically whenever I think of racing, I immediately think of Formula 1. With that being said, I'm doing this more for fun than for serious driving like maybe I would for ACC or GT Sport. This video is going to be a quick run through of creating a new team. Because I'm not very experienced with the F1 titles, I already created another team to better gauge the difficulty and to get to know my way around a little bit. I've absolutely loved my time with it so far and immediately wanted to make videos to share this with anyone interested in Formula 1, the F1 titles, or just racing in general. Alright, so right now you can see we're in the character creator and you can actually choose Michael Schumacher or David Tenitz's avatars. It's pretty neat. We're going to go with the same avatar that I chose for the other team. Just kind of looks similar-ish to what I look like, I guess. We're going to go with the USA because that's where I'm located. And then we're going to enter our name here. We're just going to go with SR Train, I think. For the name that we want the commentators to call us by, I thought it would be kind of funny to use skip, just as in like an inside joke as we skipped that step, because there's nothing that comes close to SR Train or anything like that, so skip it is. For our number, I'm just going to go with 21. That number's always been kind to me, and I've used that in sports growing up, and I'm going to keep using it here, I think. Alright, on to some color choices. So instead of killing you guys with how slowly I do this, we're going to skip ahead to where I've finished creating basically our layout. We're going to go very simple, just yellow and black, I think, for the helmet, for the suit, etc., and then for the car as well, I think. As a newcomer team to Formula 1, we're going to keep it professional, keep it humble in both the pose and the celebration. I'm not going to go too nuts with it or do anything too ostentatious. Okay, that concludes our character. Now we got to move on to some more team specifics. And the first thing we're going to do is the team name. I think we're just going to go with SRT for now. Maybe later when we have a manufacturer, maybe we can add that in, we'll see. Alrighty, on to the sponsors. So each sponsor is going to have a goal bonus if we meet the goal that's listed there. And each sponsor also has a weekly income, so that's what we'll get at a weekly basis, and that'll keep us going. I'm going to go for the highest signing bonus sponsor. They got a good goal bonus and a good weekly income. Both of those values will increase as we get team acclaim. You know, I just want as much funds as I can at the beginning to spend, and I don't think 5 points finishes is too crazy of a goal. The next thing we're going to have to decide on here is a power unit. I'm going to go with Mercedes. I just think it's going to help to start off with a durable, good performing engine. You know, I don't know why Ferrari is the most expensive engine, especially not in, you know, the context of what's been happening this year, but anyway, so Mercedes. And then as a teammate, basically I'm just looking for first teammate to be not expensive, so I'm going to go for the highest rated, least expensive teammate, and that happens to be Dorian Boccolacci. Right, there's a quick overview, and then we're going to move on to deliveries. So deliveries are pretty neat. There's a whole bunch to select from. These are the early ones. You can change all the colors. I already unlocked some from my team career, and I really like the livery that I unlocked, so I'm gonna go with that one again. Basically, I just think that it's a neat livery. Right, and we're going to move on to our badge. So we already designed a badge that, like I said, is for our previous my team. So we're going to create another one here real quick. Last thing we have to do is decide on team colors, and I think we're going to go black as our main color with yellow and then the little white stripe. I think it just works with our badge, our livery, and our suit. Everything kind of looks nice and uniform. Before we can formally start, we have to choose a length of season. We can choose 22, 16, or 10 races. We're going to go with a 22 race season. And then after this, we have to choose some settings basically. So I'm going to go with short qualifying. We won't do the formation lap. We'll do a 25% race distance race, and then the AI level that we'll start with is 70, just like I said before. I'm not very familiar with the F1 game, so I'm kind of still working my way up to being expert or master. So right now we'll just go with hard. The gameplay settings are pretty flexible. I think for now we're going to leave flashbacks on. We'll leave the park firme rules on. We'll put the vehicle damage to simulation. The reason why we'll leave flashbacks on is just, I don't want to mess up everything just based on a small rookie mistake. Corner cutting we'll put on regular. Race starts we'll try and do those manually, and we'll do the tire temperatures, surface, and carcass. The driving proficiency, everything is going to be on manual control apart from anti-lock brakes. For some reason, maybe it's just my set of Logitechs that this happens with, but no matter what I do, if it's not on anti-lock brakes, the brakes lock every time. Alrighty, so with that, we are into the career.
Okay, we're live in 5, 4, 3.
Hello folks, and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team. We've been invited backstage to gain an exclusive insight into what could be one of the most exciting entries in the sport for many years. Now, we've seen a number of new teams enter the sport over the last decade, amongst their number Manor, Caterham, HRT, and of course Haas. And while some have proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams, and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out, though, as being something different is that its owner is also its driver. Now, there's a rich history of that in Formula One too. Sir Jack Brabham, John Surtees, Graham Hill, and Bruce McLaren all drove their own cars in the sport, but it has become increasingly rare in recent years. What's very special about this team, though, is that while the team itself is new to Formula One, so too is its driver and owner.
Whatever happens this season, you've already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula One team?
It's not just about us, it's about the whole team. Together we can do anything.
Every team needs two drivers, but what was it that drew you to your teammates?
Basically just finding somebody that's right for our team at the moment, and somebody who is willing to sign.
No one aims to finish bottom of the table. Who's the team you're aiming to beat?
I think it's fair to say that we would like to beat Williams.
How are you expecting the car to feel out on track?
We want to say that the whole car feels great, but this is going to influence where points go. So let's see. The focus is going to be traction out of corners. Helps us get a good run down each straight, I think.
The other teams now have years of experience, both on and off the track. How are you planning to catch up to them?
Power unit.
Overtaking is a key part of this sport. How have you ensured that your car can take advantage of each opportunity that comes your way?
I think this is where Mercedes is going to help us out.
And finally, which of your new departments are you most proud of?
I think the chassis department. They had to put it all together from scratch. We want to be a light car that handles well.
Well, that's about all we've got time for here. We will see how this fledgling team fares in its first Grand Prix.
Okay, great, thank you. That's a wrap.
Alright guys, welcome to our home base. So basically we're just going to do a few things. We're going to select some activities. We're going to do a chassis and a durability upgrade for now. So things will kind of start rolling on that. And then we're going to skip ahead to the unveiling of the car. I thought it was pretty nice to have a car unveiling like that, and we changed our logos a little bit to blue. We're going to advance time a little bit more here. Unfortunately, we can't upgrade any of our departments just yet because we do not have enough funds. I'm really looking forward to the first race weekend in Australia. So basically, yeah, with that, that'll conclude today's video, and look forward to seeing you guys on the next one for some racing.